Like I mentioned, I'm not going to open the system. I don't want to void anything, but I'm going to show you a picture of the actual system itself. First of all, you have the M.2 on one location here, and then it has another app option for the secondary one. Now, this thing is freaking strong and powerful. You got the CPU and GPU sitting close by each other, the fans, ventilation. You got your copper intake here, uh, blowing in air, blowing out, pretty much. Now, problem with this system is that if you're going to buy something like this, make sure you get it to the maximum memory that you want. They do sell a 64, but it's unfortunately you can't upgrade the memory. Solder into the actual motherboard, so there's no way you can upgrade the memory. The only thing you can upgrade is the large battery that we have here and add additional M.2s. You could upgrade those two, either one. So you could have one for the OS and the other one could be for your backup. That's the only thing you could upgrade. The two M.2s, all right, and the actual battery. That's pretty much it. Other than that, it's easy to maintain. All right. So down the line, in about a year or two, if it starts overheating or you start hearing the fans a lot, it's because your thermal paste is probably wasted. No, then you do have to replace it once in a while for the GPU and the CPU too. All right. So you have to do it for both of them. All right. Now let's take a look at the actual system and I'm going to show you what it can do. Now, this system, who is it made for? It's not just a gaming computer. I actually used it for one thing, one purpose only, and it's for video editing. So during the time of CES, I ended up purchasing this right before CES in November, and I was getting preparing myself to go to CES, and I wanted to take a good desktop with me. But instead of a desktop, I actually took this laptop. This laptop did the same work as my previous laptop desktop that I used to have for video editing. I was able to publish videos at the same time. Everything was at the same time. I was able to play during the time too. At night, I was playing Apex. I was playing Call of Duty. All the games there are playable on this system because it has a kick. It has a 470 video card in there, RTX. Now, if you guys could see my video like I'm showing you right now, it has a cutout. That's actually my GPU running from my desktop doing it. This system can do the same thing at the same time, edit and do live streaming, podcasts. You could handle pretty much anything. I've used this for not just video editing, but I actually was doing a live streaming on a field, on a football field with 5 cameras, and this thing was able to take it. I mean, it's an incredible machine. It has come a long way. And let me explain to you one thing that they do talk about AI everywhere, but this thing is AI. When they mean AI, it balances itself out. So if you're playing games, it knows how to cool itself down. It's gonna start pretty much transferring more of the memory, more of the spin, more of the power, more of the juice on things that you require. So it kind of knows, but you do have to do updates on it. All right, make sure you constantly do it. And it's one of those crazy things that AMD and and Nvidia are working side by side on this. It's kind of like not a rare thing, but it happens, and it's becoming more common now. From before, you couldn't have these two systems working together, but here they are meshing together, working very well. It's not the first time, and it's one of those computers that I really enjoy. So I'm going to show you a little bit gameplay on it, and we're going to check out the video. We have a full screen, 16 by 10. We can go, this is the highest we can go. It's a 2K right now, brightness normal. Pretty much everything's on that we have. Shadows, everything's high. Everything's high except for this is the only thing, sun's low, but we can always go high if we want. But everything else, effect details, pretty much everything's working great. Let's go to gameplay to see if we need anything else in here. All right, so this thing captures really well. So if you're going to run a stream, this is a video, 4K video that we're actually playing in the background. Simulating like if you're playing a game, or if you could be chatting or doing something or watching something, a live stream, or go overview of something else. This is a perfect way. So that's why I'm using the OBS so you guys can see how well this thing works at a live stream. Not only for just capturing, but like I said, all around broadcast. So if you want to do podcasts and take this on the road with you, this is all pretty much what you need: the microphones and the mixer. and a couple web cameras. That's it. So I was able to set up 4 cameras, 2 microphones, and we're doing a little broadcast. And I also took this to a live football game that I was able to stream live too. So overall, this whole system works very well, and I'm very pleased with it. The camera, it has a little shutter that you can shut it down, close it completely, open it up for privacy. Works very well. The audio itself, the SteelSeries audio is incredible. Capturing my audio, it's capturing, I don't have any mics, it's capturing directly to the laptop itself. So very simple. And then we're going to do one last test so you guys can see where the heat is good, evaporates, where it comes from, or how hot it gets. So let's go ahead and do a thermal camera. All right, so I started a game so you guys can hear it, and I'm put it high as I can. So I want to see how much airflow is going through. So you see in the background how it's coming out. Look at that. Showing you where it's sucking in the air from these 2 areas here. It pushes it out, but this one's actually best demonstration right here. You guys can see the air flowing out here. Nothing in here, nothing in the center, but in the bottom, the 2 fans. And also, if you guys can see, it's actually blowing it from here too. So from here and here, these 2 suck up, they blow out from the back end and the top end. Very, very awesome stuff, how easy it is. All right, so we're gonna actually test out Twinmotion. If you're not familiar with Twinmotion, it's a 3D application that's used for a lot of architectural buildings, and it's more like to showcase the actual product. But look at this. I'm actually running the system, and I plugged it in because it does take a lot of power, and you could hear the GPU running in the background, but it's handling it like it's supposed to, you know. I like the features on it, and this has a lot of polygons, a lot of pixels, everything. Look at the water effects. Look at this, and just showing you how well this thing is working. It's handling really good. So if you're ever gonna work on architectural projects just like this is Twinmotion. It's from an Unreal Engine, so it's handling very good. Look at the details. Look at this guy's details. Look at that. Really good details on there, even on the people itself. So just to show you another application how it works, this is SketchUp, but look at this. This is actually running really quick because it has less graphical interfaces. But look at this. Let me get an outside view now. So there's a lot of shadows in running in there, if you guys can see that, but let me move it to right. This app is running really, really good. Too good, actually, on this. All right, let's take a look at the actual laptop, how hot it is. You guys can see all the vents in the top are the hottest spots right here. This is where all the heat's going to come from. And then it needs to be ventilated from the bottom, right? So I'm going to show you some of the vents that it comes out. So pretty much the keyboard's not hot. It just looks hot. But this part right here, which is the top part, this is where the air comes out, the hot air. And it's not bad. So I'm going to show you the side of it too. Like I said, on the side, we have another ventilation. This is where the heat comes out too. And then exhaust more in the back. Because you see, it has plenty of room space to actually ventilate the airflow. And of course, in the bottom is where all the magic happens. This is where you're going to suck in the air from this one right here. It's perfect when you're gaming. It's not that loud. The vents do turn on after a while when it needs it, but overall it stays calm and quiet. Battery life is perfect too.